YouTube, Pittsburgh DJ Marty, hanging out with you at 3:15 in the morning. I just got home from DJing, and I felt like I wanted to do my first free-form video, so here we go. Last video I did led up to the point where the quote-unquote seeds of apostasy were planted. I think most everybody who considers leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses gives it a one last try sort of thing, where you go, you try to make the best of it, you try to make it what it can be, and you find out a lot of the time that it really will never be what you think it can be. Real quick, met a girl at a party, one of the very few rare parties that Jehovah's Witnesses have every year. Met her, really cared about her, really loved her, and I truly think that if it wasn't for the Jehovah's Witness ethics, we could have made it on our own. But doesn't matter because that's how life is. It presents opportunities for you to either learn from or to make the best of. Met her, fell in love, or what I thought the Jehovah's Witness version of love was. That I wanted to be the best I could for her, you know, the whole 9 yards. If you read any Jehovah's Witness book of literature about marriage and about what you want to make, I thought that's what it could become. We got married. Had a real good time, a real good job at the time, and well, lost the job. Totally changed our situation, totally changed our scenario. Long story short, fast forward about a year and a half down the road, she decided that she didn't want to be with me anymore. That's fine. We all have that. We've all gone through those relationships where at the beginning we think they're perfect, and then they wind up not being perfect. She decided she wanted to divorce. She left me. She went home to her parents, and it was a very tedious situation at that point. To me, bottom line is, as Jehovah's Witnesses, if you leave, you should be held responsible for everything you do, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. However, what happened in our situation was there was no reason for us to be separated or divorced. No biblical reason, no scriptural reason. So the elders got together with me and we had a meeting. And we talked, and it wasn't a meeting. It was a, let me tell you what you're going to do from here on out scenario. We got together. They explained what I already knew, that we weren't together. They asked me questions. They made statements. They said, there's no real reason for you guys to get divorced, but she wants a divorce, and it's your job now to win her back. My first question was, win her back? Why would I want to win her back? Why? She wasn't happy. That's all I need. And it's way easier on this side of the Jehovah's Witness organization than it was then, because I see people break up all the time. I wasn't happy. Cool. Move on. You move on, she moves on. And that's it. However, at this meeting, I was told that it was my responsibility to try to win her back. Win her back? Did I want to do that? No. No. She wasn't happy? Go ahead. Go ahead. No hard feelings. Go on. Move on with your life. Do what you're going to do. It was just a whole scenario that was very foreign to me. I think right now that what they had suggested to me in my area in Pennsylvania would have been called stalking. What you do is you call her, you show up, you ask her to go out and have dinner with you, the whole 9 yards. That was all suggested to me. I think where I live right now, that would be considered stalking after like the 3rd time. So, no, I wasn't going to do that. Divorce went through. We wound up still being friends. I mean, it wasn't like we couldn't talk to each other because, well, it wasn't one of those scenarios where it was that bad. You know, she just, I think the whole thing was, it was overwhelming on both of us because we both were really young. But as a Jehovah's Witness, being really young is not an excuse. It's not. And that's sort of where I went, you know, from there. We're both young. It's a life experience. Get over it. Fast forward a little bit. I decided I was going to kind of just, after the whole scenario that happened, try to blend in, fade away. I think a lot of you understand what I'm saying. Try to keep my friends, but I really don't believe this anymore, so I'm not going to be as focused on it. Went to maybe 1 or 2 meetings a month because I had found a job where I could actually take meetings off and, quote unquote, blame it on the job. Still had my friends, still kept meeting people, but there was no heart. There was no heart in it. Long story short, wound up going to a concert one day with some of my Jehovah's Witness friends. And I met this girl. She was actually really kind of cool. She was amazing. She liked stuff that I liked and wasn't exactly JW friendly, if you know what I mean. And we started hanging out and just spending time together, and then there was a certain connection. There was an attachment. And it went further. We started doing things alone together, you know, stuff that I, as a divorced Jehovah's Witness, should have never done. But, you know, we did it. We had fun. We went to concerts. We went to movies. We did dinner. We did all kinds of things. And as most of you know and understand, it always winds up getting physical when there's that sort of attachment. And it did. It did. And according to what the Jehovah's Witnesses believed and had told me, I was wrong. I was wrong because I fell in love and felt an attraction for somebody. Even though my divorce was not biblically sanctioned, so to speak. Came a point when both of us felt bad about what we were doing, and we broke up, separated, took some time apart, and we both decided that we were going to go to the elders and tell them what happened. And that was what actually led me to just not believe anything the Jehovah's Witnesses ever